had several severe thunderstorm warnings stretching from, Kansas City all the way over towards St. Louis within that zone. A lot of it now focused into northern Missouri. So I have Cody behind me here helping me with radar. It's been very active. These severe thunderstorm warnings mainly in regards to the wind threat. Some of these have had some considerable tags for those winds around 70 miles per hour. We've also seen some tornado potential here. When you look at the severe thunderstorm watch that we have, it's going to go till 10 o'clock in the morning Central Time. So still a few more hours of this where really all hazards could be seen at some point. When you look at how much activity we have, enhanced satellite giving you an idea of where we have some of the more active upscale growth when it comes to some of these storms. When you look over St. Louis, we do have some of those storms at the surface, but then also it's this northern part of Missouri where these storms have been a little bit more eruptive. I know Melanie was tracking a lot of this over the weekend, including yesterday, and there hasn't been a lot of breathe time for certain folks. So when you look at some of the storms now across northern Missouri into the St. Louis metro, we're looking at also some very heavy rain.
Yeah, so it's been a loud night there. We've had instances of flash flooding too. So it's not just the severe storm threat, but there have even been some water rescues reported in and around the areas north and east and just north of Kansas City. But specifically, as we look at live radar, you can see the numerous flashes of lightning that have been associated with this. I mean, I say numerous, but it's like numerous in caps letters because you've had more than 1,000 flashes of lightning. And at this point, we have a tornado warning. The thing here is in northern Missouri, we've been following the line of storms and it's been pulsing. So we've had tornado warnings, then they have been set to expire as we haven't seen as much rotation, but then they have been reissued again.
Yeah, I mean, and to start your morning like this, in some cases where the sun even came up. When you look at the tornado warning that we currently have, this is for Howard, Saline, Chariton counties here. This tornado warning is still radar indicated rotation, but there's a potential that you could get that funnel to the ground. So it is warned. It is moving somewhat fast. This is moving east. Looks like it's 60 miles per hour. So
wow, that's racing.
That's racing, yeah. So that warning we'll have for a little bit longer till 7:15 local time. So about 10 more minutes of that. Looking out into Macon, Missouri right now. You can see the lightning, and that's one thing that has been very prevalent within these clusters is the lightning.
Yeah, earlier this morning we were in the vicinity of Macon. We're just west of that area. We were seeing a little bit of rotation, but nonetheless, I mentioned it's been dumping a lot of rainfall. You're seeing reports just within the past 24 hours, nearly 40 reports of flooding, and some spots have already picked up 5 inches since just midnight. Here's a look at where we've had some of those rescues and reports that flooding ongoing in homes, even covering roads. You have numerous road closures.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the fact that we've had some basement flooding being reported, so looking into areas between Kansas and Missouri, and also noticing just that stripe of orange that's included here. So a very large ribbon of where the storms have mainly tracked and bringing the heavy rain each time. Some of the rescues over in Parkville, a water rescue there, and then another one, if you take it over to the city of Northwood, reports of some flooding and water rescues as well.
Yeah, I was reading deeper into one of those reports. There was a motorist that was stranded in a foot of water covering the road. So it just goes to show you how much has been able to accumulate.
And let's go ahead and take a look at I-70 this morning. So this is in Kansas City. So we talked about how active it's been because of the flooding and because of just everything that people have been dealing with. This is a look near Prospect Avenue. Crews working to mitigate the standing water on the right side of the highway. So if actually you look, they have the arrows. They're detouring traffic, but you can actually see some of the residual debris that's been washed up and just kind of there on the road. So they have a part of the road actually closed off. And I'm sure we'll see similar scenes like this as we continue through the day, as that flood threat is not expected to ease out.
I know just recently, maybe just a couple weeks ago, I-70 portions of it were shut down because of the same situation, because of flooding. So it might be one of those areas just when you get a lot of rainfall, it tends to be impacted.
Yeah.